doing by deleting all the programs which are already given. So if you notice, yesterday we had written this program, right, where we just have to write the camel case method. But now what will happen is, maybe you are a beginner, right? All of this will make you confused. So what you can do is Control A, select everything, delete everything. Okay, you delete everything because you can write the code from the scratch. Now if you're writing, definitely there should be a class. So class, what should the class name? In the editor I had written class launch, but in HackerRank you have to always write class solution. Okay, and remember, in the coding environment for the interview, you might have to change the class name. That's why you have to ask very clearly what should be the class name. Sometimes the class name can be result. Okay, but in HackerRank it is always solution only. So you have to just ask the interviewer, what should the class name be. Now after class solution, I'll be writing public, right? Public static void main. Okay, public static void main. Here you have to write string args. Okay, this is what you have to write inside this public static void main. Yes, since I'm going to use a scanner class, I have to import scanner. So I'll write import, okay, java.util.scanner, because I'm going to import that. Now what should I write this? What program should I write? Let's see. So last time I told you, if you're looking at the function description, you don't have to delete everything. But if you delete everything, you have to look at the input format and output format, because it means that if you're deleting everything, you're deleting their main method, which means they had taken the input, you have deleted that. Now you manually have to take the input. So to understand, if you have to take input, should I take integer input or float input or string input? They are clearly telling, a single line containing string. Yes, they are telling it is one string. They are telling it is one string. So first I will create a scanner, right? So scanner scan is equals to new scanner. Okay, scanner has a new scanner. Here I'll tell system.in. Okay, this is what I'll tell. Once the scanner is ready, I want a string, so I will tell scan.next or next line, anything is fine. Okay, next or next line, anything is fine. Let's use next line. I'll give it to string type yes. Okay, so I have given to string type yes. Now I have taken the string. Yes, input is done. I have to take the input. I have taken the input. How many input is there? Only one string, right? Only one string is there. So only one scan next line you have to tell. If there are two strings, you have to tell scan next line and again scan next line. But it is not like that. Only one string. As soon as you take the string, okay, we have to calculate, right? What you have to calculate? How many upper cases are there? Then I have to add one to it. Okay, so I can do it in many ways. As I have told you, easiest way is like this. I'll tell my new string s is equals to old string s dot replace, or why replace all? Because I'm going to use regular expression. Replace something with something. Now I want uppercase. I want to copy uppercase. If I want to copy uppercase, I'll tell cap of, means copy uppercase A to Z. Okay, copy uppercase A to Z. This will copy, and finally now I should not return anything now. Why? Because if I return, I told return type is void. I'm not returning anything. How can I tell here return s dot length, right? I can't tell return because this is the main method which is void type. So you just have to print it. So system.out.println. So I hope it is clear, right? Whatever is the output format, that you have to print. What you have to print? S dot length. Okay, plus 1. That's it. And if I first run the code, a sample test case is passed, and if I submit the code, so I hope you have understood. And if you're writing code from the scratch, this is how you have to do it. Okay, so okay, I hope this is clear, right? Now next question I'll tell you. The thing is, this is not a very huge trick. Okay, actually you should only understand this trick, but many people will not be able to understand, so I'll tell you what it is. So there is a question. Okay, what's the question? The question is, the user will give one number. Okay, user will enter one integer and you have to print one integer. Okay, so int n, what user will enter? Int n is equals, user will enter a number, maybe I'll tell it as 4. I'll tell it as 4. What's the meaning of this? The meaning of this is, user is telling there is a page, there is a book of 4 pages, page number 1, page number 2, page number 3, and page number 4. Okay, if it is like this, what you have to do is, you have to tell, okay, how many digits are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 digits are there. That's why the output should be 4. I hope it is clear, right? One more example, int n is equals to 9. Okay, if n is equal to 9, he is trying to tell you that there is a book of 9 pages. If there is a book of 9 pages, how many digits are there? You have to tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 9 output should be what? 9, because 9 digits are there. Okay, yes. So you are thinking, right, if input is n equals to 50, output should be 50 only. Not like that necessarily. Watch here. If my n value is 12, okay, what will be the output? I'll tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4 are the 5 page numbers. Okay, 5 page numbers, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? N equal to 12. Now if you count how many digits are there, okay, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Output should be what? 15. So I hope it is very clear now. Okay, now I think you have understood what you have to do. Okay, so this is our input and this is our output. So one integer input will be given. How to take integer input? Scan dot next int. You have taken the integer input. You have to print something. Now how do you calculate, right? How do you calculate all this, right? Yes, definitely, maybe 60 or 70% of you have already got the logic. Okay, what you have to do is, since our n value, okay, since our okay, just a minute. Okay, so since our n value is 12, I'll write a for loop which will start from 1 and go till 12. I'll write a for loop like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to write a for loop. Okay, watch here. I'm going to write a for loop. In that for loop, what will I tell? Can you see that number is starting from 1? Yes, I'll tell int I should start from the number 1. Okay, each and every time I plus plus is happening, right? Yes. So I is going from 1, it is going till 12, equals to 12, equals to the n value. So all these I values are less than or equals to the n value. Is it clear? So I should start from 1, it should go to 2, it should increment 3, 4, but till where it should increment? I have to tell all the I values, right? They are less than or equals to the number 12, so it will go till 12. Now what do I want to do? Can you see that? Okay, if imagine that if you had a string like this, if you had a string where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is there, if you have a string like that, don't you think you can just tell s dot length and you can get the output? For example, let's imagine it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Right? This is my string list. And if I print system.out. Okay, print ln, I'll try to print that s dot length. So don't you think s dot length, what's the meaning of s dot length? It will tell you how many characters are there, which is same as how many digits are there, right? Simple. It will tell me how many characters are there. So this is what we have to do now. Okay, this is what we have to do. See, we got the answer as 15. But if I have to do like this, don't you think this is in a string format? This is in a string format. That's why what I have to tell here is, okay, whenever you have a I, right, whenever your I value is 1, concat that 1 to a string. So I'll tell t is equals to t plus I. This is what I will tell. T is equals to t plus I. Watch here. I'll write a for loop, right, where int I should start from the number 1. I should be less than or equals to the number n, I plus plus. Okay. So t is equals to t plus I. This is what I have to tell. That's it. Okay, that's it. Now what will happen here is, I is concatenated to t. I is concatenated to t. Initially I have to tell string t is equals to empty string. Right? Empty string I have to tell. Which means in the memory t is what? Empty string now. Okay. If t is empty string, what is my I value? My I value right now is 1. So here is 1 less than or equals to the number number 12? Yes. Empty string plus I value is 1, empty string plus 1. I is a integer, but string plus anything is a string. So empty string plus 1 will give me string 1. String 1, where am I storing? In the T. So T will become what? String 1. T will become string 1. Okay. After this, what will happen? Your I plus plus will happen. Your I becomes from 1, it becomes 2. So is 2 less than 12? Yes. So when the control comes inside, T. Okay. What is T here? T is string 1 plus I value. What is the I value? I value is 2. What is string plus anything? String plus anything is string. 1 plus 2 concatenation will happen. 1 2. It will become 1 2. Okay. This 1 plus 2 will become 1 2 like this. Where you are storing 1 2? In the T. So don't think your T will become 1 2 here like this. Yes. Then after that your I will increment, right? After that your I will increment, and I will become 3. Is 3 less than or equals to 12? Yes. What is a T content? T content is 1 2 plus I value. What is I value? 3. What is 1 2 plus 3? It is 1 2 3. String concatenation will happen. I hope you understood. Like this, when the time comes, it will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. For this 9, 10 is added. So that 10 is added as it is. So I hope it is clear what happens here, right? So if I go to the code and I'll be telling something like this. Okay, I'll be telling string T equals empty string, and I'll tell int n is equals to 12. Then I'll write a for loop where int I should start from 1. I is less than or equals to the given number n, I plus plus, T is equals to T plus I, right? What I'm telling, concat that I to the string T. That's it. So now if I print that T, right? If I print T, it should give me that continuous number, continuous string. This is one of the interview questions actually. It is very simple, but you should know how to do it. See, can you see that string T now, where each and every I value is concatenated. Now at the end, that is not the answer I want. I want how many digits are there, which means how many characters are there. T dot length I have to tell. T dot length I have to tell. So I hope it is clear, right? So what is the name of this question? The question name was bookworm. In the interview question, the question name was bookworm. Okay. What you can do is you can take the screenshot here. Okay. In your notes, you can take down one more point. That you have to tell how many digits are there in total pages. Okay, that's it. So now the question will be, the next question is a basic question which most of the companies were asking previously. So it will be like this, count how many vowels are there, consonants are there, numbers are there, special characters are there, spaces are there. So 5 things you have to count: vowel, consonant, number, spaces, special character. Okay. So let's write a program, right? Let's write a program. So let me write something like this. I'll tell string yes is equals to, I'll be writing all the things, I'll be writing maybe let's say, okay, I have written banana, something like this, and I'll write the numbers, and I'll use spaces, 1 2 3 4 spaces, 3 numbers, special character, something like this. Okay, so I have to tell now vowel count, consonant count, right? So let me write bananas, right? Okay. So if you want the vowel count, you have to copy the vowels. Agree? If you want to vowel count, you have to copy the vowel. So here I'll tell from the string s, okay, replace all. If I want vowel count, I'll copy the vowel and I'll get its length, string length. So replace something with empty string, meta character. If you want vowel, I have to copy, okay, cap, I have to write cap, vowel, A-E-I-O-U. Okay, don't you think it will copy vowel? Now where should I place it? Let me place it in a string, a new string variable, vowel. Okay, I'll be telling like this. Now why I have created a new string? Why? Because I can't give it to yes like this, I can't tell like this. Because if I tell, don't you think my original string is changed? Yes, my original string will be changed, and I have lost the consonant, I have lost the spaces. Till now, did I take the space count? No. So I have still more calculation to be done. So why should I change my original string? Let me create that new string called as oval. Now let me print oval. This is the intermediate result which I want to show you. So system.out.println. I will be printing that oval. So when I compile and execute, watch here. See, we got all the ovals here. What and all is there? Now, how do you get consonant? To get consonant, you have to copy the consonant. Agree or not? To get the consonant, you have to copy the consonant, or you can delete ovals. You understand one thing. If you have A to Z, right? If you have A to Z, from that A to Z, you delete ovals. What do you have? Consonant. So what I'll tell is, I'll be telling something like this. Delete ovals. How do you delete ovals? Like this. I'm telling delete ovals. Now where should I place? I have to place in a cons string, and I want to print cons string. So ovals, I will be how I printed ovals. Okay. Just a minute. So how I printed ovals, same thing like that. I want to print consonant now. Cons. So what am I doing? I am telling from the string delete ovals. If I delete ovals, what is remaining? What is remaining? Consonant is not remaining. Not only consonant, numbers and other special characters also remains. Why? Because from the string you deleted only ovals. You told select A, I, O, U, delete them with empty string. So only A, E, I, O, U is deleted. Then how do you take consonant? Right? So what you have to do is, if you want to take consonant, you have to do a two-step here. You have to do two-step procedure. Okay. What is that? That is, before taking consonant, you have to make sure that you have completely alphabet. What I mean to say is like this. Watch here. First I will tell, okay, there is a string alpha. What is this string alpha? This will contain only alphabets. It will not contain numbers. It will not contain special character. It will contain only alphabets. As of now, I am talking about lowercase alphabets. Sometimes it might be a mix of lowercase and uppercase. That time you have to notice. You have to see what you have to do. Right now it is only lowercase. I'll tell s dot replace all. I want to copy only what? I want to copy only lowercase. Now how do you copy lowercase? Cap of A to Z. If I tell cap of A to Z, I'll be copying what? Lowercase alphabet. After copying lowercase alphabet, where am I storing it? I am storing it in alpha, means alphabet variable alpha. So now what should I tell? Why? Because in my alpha now, okay. Now don't you think if I had bananas here, right? I'll be taking this new. So if I had bananas and spaces 1, 2, 3, then at not hash all these things. Okay. First, what should I do? You can't directly tell give me consonant, right? What you have to do is first you have to take only alphabet. If you take only alphabet, all of them are deleted. Yes, all of them are deleted. Now after all of them are deleted, what you have is only alphabet you have. Now it is very easy. Now you can tell if from this alphabet, remove ovals. You can tell from this alphabet remove ovals. So what is remaining now? Only consonant is remaining. I hope it is clear, right? Yes. So what I have to do is from the string yes, I have to take only alphabets. I have taken alpha. Now I have to delete ovals, but not from the string yes, but from the string alphabet. Okay. From the alphabet I have to replace. I have to delete ovals. Okay. Now if you look at it, watch here. What is happening here? S dot replace all. Okay. L is uppercase here. Let's print alpha and let's print cons so that we'll understand. Okay. Let's compile and execute. See, this is my alphabet, right? This is my alphabet. I have copied only the alphabet, and from that alphabet I am deleting ovals. So I got consonants here. Okay. Most people will do this mistake. They'll tell copy the alphabet and they'll not work on the alphabet. They'll still tell yes dot replace of no. From the string yes, you should not delete ovals. From the alphabet you have to delete ovals. So I hope it is clear. So I don't want this alpha to be printed. So this cons dot length, if I tell cons dot length, it will give me the consonant length. right? It will give me count of consonant. If I tell oval dot count, it will give me count of oval. Okay, let's see, what is oval count and consonant count, right? See, oval count is 3, A, consonant count is 4, B, N, S. Okay, next let's see the spaces count. If you want spaces count, you want to copy spaces. And how do you copy spaces? Very simple, right? If you want to copy spaces, you have to tell cap of space you have to give inside the meta character. Don't just tell cap of space. You are copying the spaces. If you are copying the spaces, where you have to store it? In the string called as space. So I have to tell space dot length also now. I hope everyone is understanding here. It is very simple. Copying, yesterday I told you how to copy. If you had practiced yesterday, see, don't think that you watch yesterday's video, again you are watching today's video, you will understand programming. It's not possible. Okay, just by looking at James Bond movie, we can't learn how to drive a car. Okay, it's very important. You have to practice. So here, how many spaces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 spaces are there. So the last thing, the space length should be 4. Okay, the space length should be 4. See, the space length is 4. Next, I want the numbers. If you want the numbers, it is also very simple. What you have to do? Numbers means copy numbers. How do you copy numbers? 0 to 9. Copy. If you tell just 0 to 9, it will delete 0 to 9, and you're telling copy 0 to 9, and this is our number. And if I tell num dot length, what is the num dot length now? 3 numbers are there, so it will give me that length count. Okay, let's see. See, last answer is 3. Next, I want the special character count. If I have to copy, yes, I have told you, right? When it gets complicated, you can always do one thing. Okay, now I want to copy special character. So let me draw this A, B, C, uppercase A, B, C, numbers 1, 2, 3, right? And I have some special characters. Okay. Now, let's see. I want to copy this, right? I want to copy this. If I want to copy something, I have to tell cap of the range. But do I know the range of this? So I can't copy this. So what I have to do is how to delete this, right? How to delete this. And to delete, you have to tell A to Z, uppercase A to Z, number 0 to 9. Yes, that's it. This is what I have to tell. If I tell like this, it will become copy of numbers. I don't want to copy now. I just want to delete. So, right? Watch here. What I'll tell is special character. So SP I'll tell. SPC, special character. Replace alphabet A to Z, uppercase A to Z, and number 0 to 9. Replace that with empty string, and SPC dot count I want. Now see the problem here, right? See the problem. SPC dot count. If I tell dot length, how many special characters are there according to you? See how many special characters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 special characters are there. But what it will tell? It will tell 13. Why? Because it will consider this space as a special character. But I don't want to include space, right? So what should I tell? I should tell, okay, what I have to tell? I have to tell delete lowercase, delete uppercase, delete numbers, okay, delete numbers. Numbers is deleted. Don't think I have to tell delete spaces also. Because already I have done space count, so I have to tell not only delete lowercase and uppercase and numbers, I have to tell delete space also. You have to give space there. Okay, once you give space there, it will delete the spaces. I hope it is clear, right? So if I compile and execute, watch here, I will be getting 9 as the answer. See, the last answer is 9. Okay, the last answer is 9. But everything I am getting as 0. Let's see why. Okay. I'm telling replace all and space. Yeah, let's see. Okay, yeah, because I changed my string, that's why. Let me bring back the string here and let me give one space here. Now spaces can be there or spaces can be here also, no problem. Anywhere you can write the spaces. So I'll compile and execute. See, as you're noticing, we got the output. Okay, and definitely you can format this string by telling the vowel count is The problem is, what's the problem? You want to print the OL count is as it is. Now whatever you want to print as it is, you have to tell double quotes. Okay, but you have to stop till here only. OL count is, because after that you want to add a value, right? You want to add a value of a variable. So this is what you want to tell. Okay, I'll compile and execute, and this is for one line I had done. You can do it for other lines. So it will look like this. See, the OL count is 3. So I hope you have understood in this. What I'll do is I'll cut this for here. I'll cut it from here, and I'll paste it after this alphabet. Yes. Take this screenshot. Yes, you can take this screenshot. So I hope you understood, right? How to count for vowel, consonant, all those things. Now, how to do it without inbuilt method? Okay. Without inbuilt method, it will be like this. I have to create integer variables now. Integer vowel count VC equals to, okay, VC equals to 0, and VC, and consonant count CC equal to 0. Then number count NC equals to 0. Space count SP equal to 0. Special character count SPC equals to 0. I have to create these variables. I have to write a for loop where for each character, I have to tell int I should start from 0. Okay, I is less than n start length I plus plus, because for each and every character I have to check. I have told you one trick, right? Always, if you are using character of I multiple times, you store that character of I in a variable. Okay, s dot char of I. So each and every time ith character I am storing it in variable C. Now what I have to do? I have to check. Simple, right? If this is C, if the character is it equal to space character, if it's equal to space count plus plus, I will do. Simple. Okay. Is it okay? Space count plus plus plus. I'll write one more here. If condition. Okay. If that C, okay, is it a number? Is it a number? Number means how can I check it's a number? I can check it's a number by telling C should be greater than or equals to 48. Okay. And C should be less than or equals to 57. And I told you, if you forget, then what to do, right? You can check by like this, is it less than or equals to 9? Is it less than or equals to 9? Okay, that is okay. Greater than or equal to 0, character 0. This is what you have to write. Don't do the mistake of writing integer 0. You have to write character 0, right? You can check like this, or you can check whether a character is a digit or not by inbuilt method, that is character. Okay, character dot is digit, right? Is digit. Which character? C. This way also you can check. Okay, is this a digit or not? If it's a digit, number count, right? Number count plus plus orbital. So yeah, I have space count. Now I want maybe let's say I want OL count. If I want OL count, what should I tell? So don't you think if it has to be a OL, first of all it has to be alphabet. Yes, that's why I can't simply tell like this. Okay, I can't tell if C is equal to A or C is equal to E. Okay, just a minute, and here I'll be copying this. Okay, as of now I am doing only for lowercase. You can do it for uppercase also. So if AIOU, then it is OL count, right? OL count plus plus alter. For this, if I can't tell else part, okay, I can't tell else consonant count plus plus. That is wrong. Okay, why? Because imagine that you have a character A. Okay, you have character A. Is A equals to space? No. Is A a digit? No. Is A is equals to A? Yes. OL count plus plus will happen. Imagine you have a number. Is number equal to space? No. Okay, is number equals to number? Yes. Number count plus plus will happen, right? But if I give a special character, is special character maybe let's say at the rate. Is at the rate a space? No. Is at the rate, is it a number? No. Is at the rate any one of these vowels? No. Don't think else part will execute now. For at the rate also we are telling consonant count plus plus. Yes. That is why where you write this if and else. Okay, that is very important. So I'll cut this from here. What I have to first check is it is it number or not? Is it alphabet or not? Okay, is this alphabet or not? And how do I check whether it is alphabet or not? There is inbuilt method, right? Is letter. So I'll tell character, okay, character dot is letter. Okay. Which character C? I'm asking whether this C is it a letter or not. If it is a letter, if it is alphabet, lowercase or uppercase, no problem. Then only you check whether it is vowel or consonant. Okay, because then only it is valid. For example, I have the at the rate, right? Yes. I have the at the rate. If I have the at the rate, is at the rate a letter? No. Is at the rate a space? No. Is at the rate, okay, is it a number? No. Which means there is only one option, right? That's why I'll write else part here. Else part. Okay, SPC plus plus special character count plus plus. I hope it is clear. Okay. So let's say when I have the character B, what will happen? When I have the character B, that ith character is given to C. Then it will check, is that B, is it a letter? Yes, our B is a letter. If B is a letter, it will again come inside. Is B equals to A? No. Is equal to E? No. I? No. O? No. U? No. None of the conditions are true, else part consonant count plus plus will happen. Don't you think B is a consonant? Yes. Next, what will happen? Next, A is selected here. Okay. Is A a letter? Yes. Is A equals to A? Yes. O will count plus plus will happen. Like that, when I continue, when I come to space, right? When I come to space here, is a space a letter? No, space is not a letter. Okay, then it will come. So this if condition, it will check, is a space a letter? Space is not a letter. So this whole if condition is false. It will check the second if condition. It will check the second if condition. Is space equal to space? Yes. Okay, space equal to space. So condition is true. So if the condition is true, space count plus plus will happen. Okay. Now tell me one thing. If the condition is true, if that character is a space, should I check is that character a digit also? See, for example, when I ask, right? When I ask, are you from Shivamogga or are you from Kolkata? I'll ask something like this. So the person will tell, hey, I am from Kolkata only. Once he told he is from Kolkata, should I ask again, hey, are you from Kolkata or are you from Bombay? Should I ask something like that? No, right? Because he has already agreed that he is from Kolkata. So why should you ask again? Same way here also. Once, now I am looking at spaces. Is C equal to space? Yes, C is a space. So if that is the case, why should I ask again? Is it a number or not? Why should I ask again? And that is why to evade these questions, you have one concept called as else if conditions. Else if conditions. You have something like this. Okay, I'll tell what is else if very watch here. Yes. So this else if, how it works, how it works is, once you found the answer, once the if condition is true, it will not go below. That is how it is. Previously, if you didn't write else if, what will happen is equal to space, yes, that character is a space, but it will again check, hey, is that character number or not? Is that character number? No. For this, if no means else part will execute, so all these things will happen. So I hope you understood what will happen when you write else here. Okay, what will happen is, when this if condition is false, right? When you ask one question, are you from Karnataka? If it tells no, then only ask the next question. Okay, are you from Maharashtra? No. Then only ask the next question. Okay, are you from maybe Jammu Kashmir? Like this, you have to ask. Then if it tells no, then maybe the last option is remaining, something like that. Okay, but if he tells, when I ask the first question, are you from Karnataka? He has told, yes, I am from Karnataka. Once he has told that, should I again ask him, are you from Maharashtra? No, right? Why? Because once the condition is true, I should stop asking questions. That is what is done by else if here. Very simple. Okay, so that's why when I have B here, is B a letter? Now understand, B is a letter, right? Which means this if condition is executed, which means if this if condition is true, all these else if and else will not execute at all for that character. That's it. Now once this is true, again it will go inside that if. That's a different case. It will go inside the if, because there is one more if condition inside the if. Okay, but it will not come outside the if now. So I hope it is clear. Okay, so after all this, we can I will write, this is the closure of for loop. I can tell system.out println. I can print vowel count. What is the vowel count here? A, right? 3 A's. So what happened? let's see the error message. Cannot find symbol, space count, space SP are written. I'll make it as SC. Okay. So OL count, right? OL count is 3. Yeah. So if I do it for all the things, OL count, consonant count, okay. OL count, consonant count, space count, okay, SC, and special character count and number count is there, no? Okay. So one more number count. Okay. Simple. So I hope you have understood here. See, this is the same answer which you got, right? So this is one more way without using inbuilt method. Now I know, right? You are telling, sir, you have used inbuilt method. So I will remove this inbuilt method so that, but before removing, you can take the screenshot because this is simple to understand. Okay. Yeah. Yes, you can take this screenshot. Yes, remember one thing. Okay, this is very important. If you want to count OL, it is very simple. A, I, O, U, OL. But for consonant, you can't tell like that. Because you have to tell, first it should be alphabet, after that is alphabet, then only you can check OL or consonant. Okay, fine. So now without using inbuilt, for digit, how do I check it is a digit? I can tell C should be greater than or equals to 48, right? 48. I will increase the font, equals to 48, and C should be less than or equals to 57. Okay, that is for numbers. But for alphabet, what should I tell for the alphabet? It should be lowercase. How do I check lowercase? C should be greater than or equals to 97, and C should be less than or equals to 122. That is for lowercase. Or operator, it means how to tell if it is lowercase or if it is uppercase. How to do it? Uppercase. C should be greater than or equals to 65, and C should be less than or equals to 90. Now don't write less than 90, equals to 90, because Z character is 90. So in this way I can do it without using inbuilt method. Okay. So we got the same output. Okay. So I hope you have understood. You can take the screenshot, but I hope you have understood it. Okay. So now we will see this question, okay, Java substring, okay, HackerRank question. And how to get this question? You just go to HackerRank and you just type Java and substring. Okay, if you write Java substring, you will be getting that question. Okay, you will be getting that question. So what they are asking the question here, let's see. They will given string yes. So given a string yes. How many string? One string. Okay, given a string yes, one string, and two indices. So they will give us two numbers. They will give a start number and they will give a end number. They will give a start number and end number. What you have to do? You have to print a substring containing of all the characters in that, including range from start to end -1. This is little difficult, just you have to concentrate, that's it. So what they are telling here is like this, okay. They are telling what you have to do, you have to print a substring, What I have told you, right? What is a substring? Inclusive range, from which range? From the start range. What is the start range? Yes, from the start range to not end range, but end -1 range. So they are telling there is a inclusive, right? Inclusive. Start is inclusive and end -1 is inclusive. End is not inclusive. End -1 is inclusive. Which means if they give, where it is, okay, I will be clearing this. So if they give us 3 and 7, 3 is inclusive, and 7 - 1, 6 is inclusive. Is it clear? 3 and 6, 3 to 6. So for example, this is index 0, right? Let me change here. Let me write that 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 3 to 6. So this is our indexes. For example, if we had hello world, right? Hello world. Okay, if I write the indexes will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. String length is 10. If they tell 3 to 7, if they tell 3 to 7, Okay, what they are telling is inclusive of the range from 3 to 7 minus 1. 7 minus 1, end minus 1 is inclusive. End minus 1, 7 minus 1 is 6. 6 is inclusive, which means they want you to get a substring from 3 to 6. Yes, and I told you, right? And how to do this? Very simple, right? Very simple. What you have to do is, watch here. They have, okay, so they have only given the main method, right? They have only given the main method. They have only created scanner. They have taken the string s. After taking the string s, they have taken the start number. They have taken the end number. I have to print something, right? What I have to print? Watch here. I am telling system dot out dot println. What I have to print? I have to print this t. Now the question is, what is that t? I'll tell you that string t. The string t is nothing but it's a part of a substring. Which substring? S. So I will tell my string t is a small string. I got it from a big string. What's a big string? S. S dot substring. I'll tell S dot substring. What's the start index? I told you, right, how to get a substring. That is start comma end. This is what I will tell. If I tell start comma end, end is not included. I have told you, right? End is not included. End minus 1 is included. That's it. Simple program. So I'll compile and execute. Okay, compilation error. Let's see. Cannot find symbol. There is no string s here. Substring. Okay, I hope you are noticing. They have told uppercase s. They have not created a lowercase s. They have created uppercase s. So uppercase s dot substring how to tell. So we got the output. Sample test cases passed. Submit the code. So what will happen is sometimes you will do a mistake. You don't actually, maybe you won't be knowing what's the importance of writing it in an order. So if I cut this and if I write like this, if I write like this, so what am I doing? First I'm taking one string, yes, that is fine. Then I'm taking two numbers, right? See, that two numbers also should be in the order only. See what they have told in the input format. Input format they have told, okay, first start will come, then end will come. Okay, which means the first number should be the start variable. Okay, I'll undo this. So this is how it should be. It should be in order. First should be string only. First you have to take string only. Then you have to take starting number only. Then you have to take ending number only. This should be in the order. Okay, this should be in the order. So I hope this is clear here. Okay, this is clear. And yes, it is telling me that all the test cases are passed. Let's see one more question. Maybe Java loops. This is very simple, right? What are we do? What you have to do here? Let's see. Given an integer n, print its first 10 multiples. Which means if the number is 5, what are the first 10 multiples of 5? 5 into 1, 5 2s are 5 3s are 7, 5 4 into 5 into 10 we have to do. For example, they know that if they just give this much, people will not understand. That's why they have explained it. So let's read further. Each multiple n into I, okay, where I is ranging from 1 to 10, which means n into 1, n into 2, n into 3 up to n into 10 should be printed on a new line in the form. In which form? In the form n space x. This is not into, this is x space, right? Then I is equals to result. Okay, so for example, what's the input format? The input format is only one integer they will enter. They will enter only one integer, one number they will give you. The constraint, now what's the meaning of this constraint? The constraint meaning is like this, okay, they are telling that, hey, don't worry, your n value, minimum value is 2, maximum value is 20. Minimum value is 2, maximum value is 20. Okay. by seeing this, what people will do, the beginners, they will think that, hey, I should write a program so that it accepts only 2 to 20. You should not write a program to accept only 2 to 20, because people will write, if the input is less than 2 or greater than 20, print error, not possible. No, don't print all those things. It is guaranteed, you should not even check whether the n value is between 2 to 20 or not, because beginners will check whatever the n value I got, is it between 2 to 20, because in the constraint they have told, in the constraint they have told that it is guaranteed that it will be from 2 to 20. You don't have to check it is from 2 to 20 or not. Then output format, print 10 lines of output, each line I, where I is from 1 to 10. So sample input and output, you see sample input is 2, you have to print 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4. This is what you have to do. Okay. Now if I start to generalize this, right, how can I write string concatenation? Don't you think I have to do string concatenation here? Yes. So what's here, what I have to do? So can you see this? This is my n value, right? Input. Okay, let me, I think. So n value is 2. N value is 2, right? N value is 2. Which means, can you see this 2, 2, 2 everywhere? That is my n value. I have to concat with one space. Agree? Because after 2, you can see one space. I have to concat with one space. After that, okay, I have to concat with the character x. After that, again I have to concat with one space. After that, again I have to concat with equals to, and all of them can be done together. Agree or not? All of them can be done together. So what I will tell is, this whole number whatever you are seeing, 2, that is nothing but my n value plus concat. What I have to concat? Space x, again space, right? Space x space. I'll tell concat this plus, right? So 2 space x space 2 space x space is done. This is done. Next, I want this 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is those? Those are nothing but your I value. So I'll concat the I value. Then again I have to concat. What I have to concat? Equal to space equal to. I'll concat equal to space equal to space. This is what I'll concat. Again at the end I have to concat with the result. What I have to do? N into I. Okay. Here I value is 4, n value is 2. I have printed n value separately. Okay. I have printed I value separately. Now I have to print n into I together. That's it. So just look at here. Okay. I will clear up, and if I write the code, watch it. I am writing the code. Right. So I have the n value. So first of all I will write a loop, for loop int I should start from 1. Okay, I should be less than or equals to the number 10. I should be less than or equals to number 10. Don't write n here. Okay, that's what it is. Please, you will get confused. You should not write n. If your n value is 2, is your for loop running only 2 times? Your for loop is not running 2 times. Your for loop is fixed to run 10 times, because first 10 multiple you want. So I should be less than or equals to number 10. I plus plus. Then when it is when the for loop is executing, you want to print something. System.out.println. Okay. Println. What you have to print? You have to print the n value, uppercase n, not lowercase n value, plus you have to space x space into plus I value plus string concatenation happening. I hope it is clear. Then at the end n into I. Okay, I hope it is clear. So if you start to trace it, n value is 2 x n means into 1 is equals to 2 into 1. Then 2 into I value becomes 2 equals to 2 into 2. So I hope it is clear. Simple program. Okay. So question name will be Java loops 1. Search this in the editor and you will be getting the. Okay, what is telling? Okay, yeah, there is no small number n, right? You have to write uppercase n. Yes, so all these things will happen. Small errors. So sample test case is passed, and when I submit the code, see, all test cases are passed. What is the meaning of all test cases? So what if the input is 2? How should be your output? Then another test case is you have to unlock it. Okay, I have to unlock it, and it will tell what is the input is 7. So this is the expected output. Like this it should be. Another test case is there, unlock, I will tell. Right. So what is the input is 19. So in this case, like this. I hope it is clear. Simple question, right? So today's third question, what you'll be seeing, okay, is this Java if else. So actually this is very simple, but I don't know why many of the beginners will do one common mistake. What they have told? They have told given an integer n. How many integer? An integer. One integer they will give. Okay. But I have seen people writing for loops for this. Okay. They will write a for loop. Okay, that you should not do. Okay. They will give an integer. You have to do conditional actions. That is, first you check if the n is odd, right? If the n value is odd, you have to print something called as weird. Okay, and if it is even and it is inclusive of the range from 2 to 5, so I hope you are able to understand, right, what you are doing. So watch here, I will be writing the program now. What they are telling, take one integer n and perform the following operations. Let's see. I'll go to the program, and they have already taken the n value, right? They have already taken the n value. Okay, I can do one thing. I can delete everything and I can start from the scratch. Even though if I start from the scratch, I have to write the same solution, I have to write the same main method, and inside the main method I have to write scanner, but they have made it as a global variable, so no problem. So yeah, nothing. They have taken the integer n value. They have taken the n value. What I have to do? First, I have to check one condition, right? If that n value is odd, I have to print weird. How do I check whether n value is odd or even? N mod 2. N mod 2 is it equal to 1? Is a remainder 1 or not? I have to check. If n mod equal to 1, then I have to print, right? So system dot out dot println. I have to print something. What is that? I have to print weird. WEIRD. Okay. Now you should not write however you wish. You have to look at it whether all are in uppercase or first is uppercase and rest are lowercase, because that is what exactly you have to print, because this is all case sensitive here, exactly output they want. Okay, so one condition you have done, right? You have checked, if this happens, if n is odd, you have printed weird. Now let's see one more thing. If n is even and in the inclusive range of 2 to 5, print not weird. Now don't you think for this if I can directly write one else part, right? For this if I can directly write else part, because if it is odd it will go there, if it is not odd, if it is even, always it will come to else part only. So the else part I will comment here, it is always even number, always even only, because if it was odd it would have printed weird. If it is not odd, definitely it is even now. So in the else part it is even only, it is even. So what should I check now? What you have to do now? You have to check one thing, that is if it is even and if the n value is in the inclusive in the range 2 to 5. Okay, inclusive in the range. How to do that inclusive in the range? I have to tell like this. Watch here. In the else part, again I have to write one more if. What I have to write? If this n value should be greater than or equal to 2 and n value should be less than or equal to inclusive 5. Okay, so if it is inclusive inside this range, I have to print something here. So I'll copy this and I'll be pasting it here like this. I have to print not weird. So it's the same exact we have to print, not weird. Yes, we have to print not weird. Then again one more thing, one more condition. Okay, if n value is even and in inclusive range of 6 to 20, print weird. N value is even, it seems. Okay, don't you think inside the else n value is even? Yes, inside the else n value is even. Okay, and again it should be if the n value is greater than or equal to 6 and n value if it is less than or equals to 20. Okay, I have to print what? I have to print weird. Okay, that's what I have to do. And there is one else part, right? What is that? They are telling, okay, and see if n value is even and greater than 20, print not weird. Okay, n value is even and greater than 20. Don't think inside this else part n value is always even. Yes, n value is even, and I'll write like this, one more. How to print what? Not weird. No? How to print not weird? I'll tell not weird. When if, right? If n value is greater than 20, did they tell greater than or equals to, or did they tell greater than? Let's see. Did they tell greater than or equals to or greater than? Let's see. That's very important. N value, if it is even and greater than 20, not equal to 20, greater than 20. So what I have to do here is how to write greater than 20 like this, not greater than or equals to. That is very important, because if it is equal to, this code will execute. Yes. If it is not equal to, it will come here. Now one thing to improve your efficiency, what is that? I have to tell, if the n value is in this range, why you are asking this question again? Because if you write simply if, it will ask that question also, it will ask this question also. So better write else if here, so that we can improve our efficiency. If you don't write, no problem at all. Okay, but I'm telling, to improve the efficiency, you have to do that. So I have compiled. Okay, let's see. Submit the code. See, all test cases passed. Okay, so you have earned first star, right? Continue. So like this, you have to keep on earning stars. Okay, so can you see here, 25 more points to get your next star. So to get the next star, I need 25 more points. And how do I get 25 more points? See, when I solved this, I got 10 points. So when you solve the programs, right, you will be getting different points. Okay, if you solve a difficult program, there is a program with 100 points, 90 points, medium levels are 30 points, 20 points, 50 points. So it's just that you just keep on collecting points and you have to increase your rank. Right now in this new account, right, my rank, what's my rank? My rank is 5,44,000, right? 5,44,000. So you can improve your rank. So I hope you have understood this program also. So this is the next question, okay, where you will feel it as difficult in the beginning, but once you understand the trick behind it, it is very simple. Okay, so the question is like this. That there are two strings given. Okay, that is string yes and S1 or S2 or S or T, anything is fine. String yes is equals to, let me tell India is great. Okay, and what you have to do is there is second string given, where smaller string, it is a smaller string, I A D and Q, like this, some string is given. Now the question is, from the string S D, you have to delete all the characters which are in the string T. From the string S, you have to delete all the characters which are in the string T. I hope you have understood, right? So two strings are given, S and T. S is the bigger string, T is the smaller string. Okay, normally this is represented as bigger string and smaller string. So from the bigger string, you have to delete all the characters which are in the smaller string. Okay, so they are telling that if there is a I here, you have to remove all the I's. Then there is a A, you have to remove all the A's. Then there is a D, you have to remove all the D. Then there is a Q, you have to remove all the Q. But Q is not there, so nothing to remove. Okay, I hope you have understood what you have to do. So let me write the output, right? Let me write the output here. Let's imagine I have output India space is great. Okay, and what do, okay, let's write full stop, right? Let's write that also. India is great, this is a string. I will look at this I, right? So I have to delete all the I. So I have deleted this I, and I have deleted this I and this I. Next there is a A. I have deleted all the A's. I have deleted the A. I have deleted this A. I have deleted the D. So I have deleted the D also. I have to delete the Q, but there is no Q, so nothing to delete. So I hope you understood. This is our new string. This should be our output. Is it clear? Okay. So now how to do this, right? What will be the logic behind this? How do I think? See, it's very simple. Okay, you have to think like in the real world also. Imagine that you are You are a police officer now. You are a police officer. So this is the list. This is the actual crowd which is in front of you. This is the actual crowd. Okay, this is the actual crowd which is in front of you. From an information, you got an intel. You got an intel from the raw agents because you are a police officer. You got an intel. Hey, that a person I and the person A and the person D and the person Q are terrorist. You got this information. So once you get this information, what do you have to do? What you have to do now? You have to start to think, right? What you have to do? You want to delete these persons from the crowd, right? You have got one list. This is a list which is of bad people. This is the list of bad people. Okay. In the list of bad people, together can you tell, hey, all of you die? No. One by one you have to search and you have to kill him. So first you have to get whom? You have to get the name of the first terrorist. What's the name of the first terrorist? I. You have to take this I. You have to take the name of the first terrorist. Then what you have to do? You have to go to the crowd. In the crowd, you have to delete all the I's. Okay, you have to delete all the I's. Don't you think, what's the crowd here? Yes. In that yes, I have to delete. So don't you think I have to tell? In the yes, I have to tell a replace method. Replace method I have to tell. Agree or not? Yes. Because in the bigger crowd, I have to delete something, replace. Okay. And I have told you, always delete means what? Delete something, okay, something, comma, empty string. What is this thing? We'll see later. But with empty string, that's for sure. Yes, I have to tell empty string, that's for sure. But what I have to tell here, that we'll see. That I have done. I have deleted all of the I's. Then after deleting all of the I's, don't you think I have to update my new crowd? Because in the same crowd, those persons are deleted. So the same yes I have to replace. Okay, that is fine. Then what should I do? I have to get this A character. So I hope you are noticing, I have to take this A character. So this loop executed for the first time, right? Now it is executing for the second time when I take the A character. I have to delete all the A's from the string yes. So from the string yes, it will delete all the A's. And I am showing it in yes. I have updated my yes. For the third time it will execute. It will execute for the third time and I am getting this D. Okay. And I am deleting all the D's from the given string crowd. And I am executing for the fourth time. So don't you think my for loop is executing for 4 times? That 4 times is nothing but t dot length. So my I loop, it should start from where? It should start from the number 0. For loop, I should start from number 0. I should be less than t dot length. I plus plus. This is what I have to tell. Why? Why? Because when my I is going from 0 till this length, my I is going only till t dot length. When it is going till t dot length, I'll get the teeth character. That is the reason. Why I want the teeth character? Because that t character, that ith character of t string is a name of a terrorist. So definitely I have to take the name of the terrorist. If I have to take that I have to tell t dot caret of 0. Okay, I have to tell t dot caret of 0. Okay, so let's write the program directly, right? Let's watch here. Very simple. Okay, it's just that you should be able to convert this program into the real life scenario. That's it. Okay, India is great. Okay, now I'll be deleting this. So what should I do? I should print yes at the end. But here I'll tell one for loop is that there is a t also, string t. String t is equals to the second string, okay, that is I A D Q. I A D Q. IADQ. I have to delete this IADQ from the given string, bigger string. Int I should start from 0. I should be less than, don't tell s dot length. Why should not tell s dot length? Because I'll tell you why. Okay, if you did not understand the previous topic, I'll tell like this. Don't you think there is one character who is a terrorist, right? There is a character who is a terrorist. Okay, and each and every time you want to get the terrorist name. How do you get the terrorist name? You have to tell t dot caret of 0, then you have to tell t dot caret of 1, then you have to tell t dot caret of 2, then you have to tell t dot caret of 3, which means it is nothing but t dot caret of I. That is what you have to tell. Okay, that is your terrorist name. Okay, but you have to be very careful, because whenever you tell t dot caret of I, can you tell t dot caret of 4? Can you tell? See, 0, 1, 2, 3. Last character is index is 3. Can you tell t dot character 4? Index out of bound exception you will get. Agree? Yes. That is why your I should not cross the t dot length. So to tell I should be always less than t dot length. It should not cross t dot length. If it crosses t dot length, exception. Simple. I plus plus. I got the terrorist name. After getting the terrorist name, I simply have to tell my new crowd is equal to old crowd dot replace method. You can use replace all, but replace is also fine. Replace something with something. What is the something I have to tell? Simple. I have to tell replace terrorist. Replace terrorist with the empty string. So what I am doing now? And wherever there is a terrorist name, okay, wherever there is a terrorist name, I am replacing with empty string. I hope it is clear. But if I compile, what will happen? Think. Pause the screen and think. Pause the screen and think. What will happen if I compile? Will I get error or will it tell okay, everything is fine? See, I'll get error. Why I'll get error? Because your replace method, okay, replace method, first of all I'll change the name. It is, I told repulse, okay. So replace method, it accepts string and string. But is your terrorist, is it a string? No, terrorist is a char here. How do you convert it to string? Simple, empty string plus terrorist. Now this becomes a string and the second one is also string. So now I'm able to delete. So watch here. Now if I tell, it will delete all of them like this. See? So I hope it is clear, right? It is because what you have done here, I have deleted I have deleted n is there, but D I have deleted, again I have deleted, again A I have deleted. Space is there, I have deleted, S is there, again space I am keeping, G R E, A I have deleted, T is there. So I hope you have understood here. So here the question will be like this, okay? Write a program to delete all characters, okay, from where you have to delete all the characters from big string, okay, from big string, okay, which are present in, okay, which are present in small string. Okay, I hope it is clear. Okay, please take this screenshot with the output. Right, so what I am telling, indirectly I am telling, if you see I or if you see A or if you see D or if you see Q, delete them, I am telling, right? Yes, so now I am telling you, okay, there is one more way to do it. What is that? Don't you think I am indirectly telling, if it is I, you delete it, or if it is A, you delete it? So in that case, don't you think I could have done like this actually? I could have, okay, I could have told replace all method, and I could have given a regular expression where I would have told I, A, D, Q. Because if I tell I, what am I telling? I am telling if you see I or A, delete them with empty string. So watch here. When I tell I or A, if I tell delete them with empty string, it will delete I and A everywhere. D and Q will be there like this. Okay, I hope it is clear. If I write I, A, D, Q, right, like this, it will delete. I hope you remember, right? Because if I told like this, right, what it will do? It will delete all the characters from 0 to 9. And previously I have told A, E, I, O, U. It will delete all the vowels. Now I have to delete A, okay, A, I, D, Q. I want to delete this, I am telling. Okay, if I want to delete this, I could have written like this only. So watch here. So the question, what's the question now? Question is the same. Previously I got the same output, right? So previously you had done using the for loop. But if you had knew this logic, you could have done without the for loop. What is that logic? Now you are telling that, hey, I have manually written AIDQ, but what if the string changes? What if they tell I want you to delete IAE only, not D and Q. I want to delete IAE. So string T will change. If a string T changes, okay, so this should be the new output. Okay, but I will not get that new output. Because can you see that in the string T I have told delete the E? I have told delete the E, but in the output, am I deleting the E? No. Why? Because here I did not make that changes. Here also I have to make, you know, IAE, AIE, IAE. The same changes I have to make here also. So two times I have to make changes. Yes. So how to overcome this problem? You know, let's see. Okay, how to? This is my new answer, because in this new answer, okay, I have not deleted D, but I have deleted all the A, all the E, all the I. Okay. Now one thing I will like to draw it and show it to you. Okay. What is that? Let's see. Can I write, right? Yes, I'll close this. I'll close this also. Watch here. Can I write strings? Okay, string. Where is the string? Yes, here is the string. String I, A, E. I'll close this. Can this string, can it be written as, can I split it into, okay, can I split it into plus string I, A, E, closing bracket? Can I do like this? Yes, I can do, because see, if you have string 1, 2, you can split them as string 1 plus a string 2, agree or not? This can be done, because string 1 plus string 2 is string 1, 2. So what I have done here, string closing bracket, I have taken it outside, and other I have kept as it is. I hope it is clear. Now again I am going to do some changes. Yes, this is as it is, opening bracket, okay, sorry, here double quotes, opening bracket plus string IAE plus again string closing bracket. Yes, we can do like this. I hope it is clear, right? So I hope it is clear what we are doing here. Yes, I have taken only this string outside. Don't you think AIE is nothing but our string T, is nothing but our string T? That's why I'll directly tell like this, plus string T plus closing bracket. This is what I will tell. Okay, this is what I will tell, so that when my T changes accordingly, this will also change. So I'll tell here. Okay. Plus T. Right, because whatever is your T value, for that I am telling add a regular expression before, add a regular expression after. Okay, so now if I tell like this, it's all the magic of string concatenation. Okay, you should not get gabbrified here. It's a small program, very small program. See, I got the same output. Why? What is happening here? See, string T is given, right? String T is given. So they are telling that, hey, if you see I, or if you see A, or if you see E, delete them. So what you are doing here, I'll tell you what you are doing. What happens now is string concatenation will happen, right? Watch here. Okay, simple program, watch here. So it will see this here, it will see this value, that is empty, this thing, right? Yes, plus T will happen. What is the T value? T value, as you can see, is string IAE. What is string opening bracket plus string IAE? That is string concatenation already happened. It is string opening bracket IAE plus there is one more closing bracket here. So plus string closing bracket is done. Again, when this operates, what will happen? String concatenation will happen. So A, I, E, whatever, then closing bracket. So this whole thing becomes a string. I hope it is clear. So when your T changes, when F is added here, that F is also added here. So I hope it is clear. I will clear all. Please take this screenshot. Okay, this code will work. So I think most of you have already understood only the previous program. This program you have not understood. Don't worry if you have not understood, because for every program I am teaching you two ways. You don't worry about one of the ways if you don't understand. Okay, that's okay. So I hope you have understood this also. Okay, so in tomorrow's class, okay, what we'll be seeing is we will be seeing inbuilt arrays method, so that after learning arrays we can learn strings more clearly, because sometimes you will need the help of the arrays methods. Okay, that's why we will see what is arrays tomorrow, and after that our programming, string some more days is there, and arrays also I'll start, and after that immediately collections also I'll start. Then we'll do HackerRank problems on this. Okay, so yeah, I hope you understood today's topic. Okay, so today's topic was morely on basics of HackerRank, right? So at the end I have told this logic here. Okay. So I have done 2-3 programs in the Edit Plus and 2-3 programs in the HackerRank. Okay. So if you like this video, if you think the logics are new here, okay, it's different, so you can tell it to your juniors or other friends who require programming knowledge, because every IT company they have a programming round, so it will be easy for them to crack if they knew all the inbuilt methods. Okay, thank you.